Hey, what's up you guys? I wanted to make this video for you to talk about the #1 way that you can stay in shape, stay fit, stay focused, and stay lean during a time where you might be stuck in your home for a prolonged period of time. I'm recording this video on March 18th, 2020, and right now, as you know if you're watching this when I release it, the coronavirus is making its way across the continents, and it's causing people to be quarantined. It's causing a lot of people to have to work from home, or at least be in their home for a long period of time. And as you can expect, when you're home for a long period of time, especially when the gyms are closed, it makes it more difficult to watch what you're eating and get the exercise in that you need to get in, and to really just follow your normal daily routine. So I'm making this for those who are in their houses right now, who want to stay healthy and stay fit, because that should be the goal for everyone, right? To feel good most of the time. So let's get right to it. If you're new here, my name is Brandon Eastman with BeBetterIndustries.com, and on this channel we talk about peak performance, mindset, and achievement towards your goals, towards your dreams, and towards the person you are becoming. So if you're into those things, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so that you're notified of all future videos. We're just gonna jump right into it. So the #1 tip in order to stay lean, stay healthy, stay focused, and stay in shape is called intermittent fasting. It's IF for short. And I want you to think about it like this. It's not where you go several days without eating food. It's not even where you go one full day without eating food, unless that's something that you want to do. Intermittent fasting works like this. There's 3 natural stages of digestion that your body goes through every single day. The first is your appropriation phase. The second is your absorption phase. And the third is your elimination phase. When you're in the appropriation phase, appropriation goes from noon to 8 p.m. And that's when you're eating food. That's when you're eating your meals, you're eating your whole grains, you're eating whatever it is that you normally eat. That's your appropriation phase. Your absorption phase goes from 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. And that's when your body is taking all that food that you've been eating, and it's taking all the nutrients and all the goodness from that food and spreading it throughout your body the way that your body naturally does. And the third phase is your elimination phase, which runs from 4 a.m. to noontime. And your elimination phase is when your body is taking all the excess stuff that your body doesn't need, and it's getting rid of it through when you use the bathroom, when you sweat, even when you breathe. You're eliminating all the toxins and the waste from your body, from the foods that you ate that your body just doesn't need. Now, this is where a lot of people go wrong, and they don't even know that they're going wrong. And they might feel great, but they could feel even better, because a lot of people begin to eat food during that third phase, the elimination phase. They'll wake up, and at 9 a.m., they'll eat their first meal, or even earlier, they'll eat their first meal. And people have heard breakfast is the most important meal of the day. You need to eat a good breakfast. You need to get your eggs and your toast and all that in your body, your oatmeal. And that's just not true, okay? And again, this isn't for everyone, and we're gonna get into actually what intermittent fasting is aside from this, but breakfast is not the most important meal of the day, because it's not about necessarily what you eat, it's about when you eat it, and in certain combinations, which we're not going to get into in this video. But a lot of people interrupt their elimination phase by eating food early in the morning. And what that does is when you interrupt your elimination phase, your body stops eliminating all those toxins from your body. And these toxic wastes begin to build up inside your body, and this is how you get fat. This is how you gain excess weight. This is how you get all the fat around your love handles and your legs get bigger and wherever it is that your body builds weight in. Everyone's body is different. But when you're not eliminating your toxins and your waste, they just begin to build up. And because you're not letting your body go throughout its full elimination phase, those toxins begin to continue to build and continue to build. Now, intermittent fasting is this. It's letting your body finish the elimination phase. So you begin eating your meals at noontime, or some people begin at 1 p.m. or even 2 p.m. and they eat all the way up until 8 p.m. For some, they do 9 p.m. It's personal preference based on your schedule. But when you allow your body to eliminate the waste from your body, it makes you feel more focused. It causes your body to burn massive amounts of fat, and a lot faster too. It causes you to feel better because your body isn't constantly digesting food. Because when you're eating breakfast at 8 or 9 a.m., your body immediately starts to digest food. It begins doing it. So you're essentially always digesting food unless you're sleeping. And for some people, they have a late night meal. They wake up at midnight or 11 p.m. and they begin eating food and they cut their absorption phase by half, which causes them to, again, make it so their body is not eliminating toxins, make it so their body is not burning fat. They're just constantly digesting food. And this is where America's got its obesity problem and people are overweight. And especially while you're trapped in your house during this whole quarantine and during the coronavirus, it's very easy to just eat food in the morning, food in the afternoon, and food at night. And this is what I challenge you. Pick an eating window, an 8-hour eating window, preferably between noon and 8 p.m. or 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. or 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. Whatever it is for you, pick a window of time to eat your meals and stick to it because it's going to allow you to burn more fat and keep yourself leaner. It's going to give you more focus because your body is not constantly digesting food, and it's going to make you feel better as a result. And you might be asking yourself, Brandon, I've never even heard of intermittent fasting, and I'm sure a lot of you have. And whether you know it or not, a lot of celebrities do this. A lot of in-shape celebrities who have to get in shape for movies, they use this exact thing, like Hugh Jackman and Terry Crews, and even Kourtney Kardashian, when she started to become very thin and very in shape, she started doing intermittent fasting. Because it just makes being lean and being thin so much easier. Because since you're only eating from noon to 8 p.m. or whatever your 8-hour eating window is, you can really enjoy what you want during those times. Now, you don't want to go overboard. You don't want to start eating burgers and pizza and all those things. But it gives you more freedom with what you can eat, because versus having a big breakfast and a normal sized lunch and a normal sized dinner, you can have a big lunch and a big dinner. And depending on your body and your health, you want to go see a doctor or a nutritionist to see how many calories you should be eating, what macros you should be getting in your body, like proteins, carbohydrates, and fat. Personally, I count my calories and I count the amount of protein I'm putting into my body. And 4 years ago, I lost 80 pounds because I started working out and I started incorporating intermittent fasting into my life. And when I started doing intermittent fasting, it changed everything for me. I remember I was 260 pounds 4 years ago, and I was scrolling through Facebook because I've always fluctuated with my weight. In high school, in my junior and senior year, I was very thin. But when I graduated, I started working at Walmart, and then I started working for a company named Cellular Sales, and it wasn't a very active job. I was sitting at a desk helping customers, and while doing that, over that year, I gained like 40 pounds from when I graduated high school, and I got fat. And when I gain weight, I start to get a bubble butt, I start to get love handles, and it's just not a good look. It makes a big difference with your mental focus, your mental clarity, your self-esteem, your self-confidence, everything. And guess what? It's in your control. It's in your control to eat the foods that you know you should eat. It's in your control to eat during the times that make the biggest difference and biggest benefit for your body. And I remember 4 years ago, I was scrolling through Facebook and I came across this ad from a guy named Greg O'Gallagher from a company named Keno Body. And it's a workout company and they also sell supplements and pre-workout. But Greg O'Gallagher, 4 years ago, no one really talked about intermittent fasting. And when I watched Greg's video, he was talking about it. And I thought to myself, wow, right now I wake up and before work every day, I go to Dunkin' Donuts and I get one of those wake up wraps or I get a whole wheat bagel with cream cheese. And he says you don't want to take any calories in before noon. He said to hold yourself over, drink sparkling water and drink black coffee. No sweetener, no sugar, because those things have calories. And calories will break your fast. It will break your elimination cycle, which your body then begins digesting the sugar and the cream. So drink black coffee and drink sparkling water to keep yourself going. Because at first, when you start doing this, you'll be hungry. You'll start to get the rumbling in your stomach. You'll start to feel those hunger pangs. And you know what? It's all in your head. It's all mental. Your body's not actually hungry. Your body is just used to eating breakfast and eating during these odd times when it doesn't want to eat. A lot of the times when you feel hungry, you're not actually hungry. You could be thirsty. It could be mental. It could be just because your body's used to a certain routine. It could be all of those things. And when Greg O'Gallagher was talking about intermittent fasting, I started doing it. And I was working out at the time. And I was still a bigger guy and I was losing some weight. But when I started incorporating intermittent fasting into my routine in my everyday life, it changed the game for me, guys. I lost immediately. In the next 3 months, I lost like 30 pounds. I lost 10 pounds a month. And I wasn't even like eating perfectly. Like I was still doing a couple cheat nights a week. I was still getting pizza with my wife. We were still enjoying ourselves. I was still eating pasta and all those fun things. But I was losing weight because I was able to have a good-sized lunch and a really good-sized dinner. And while I was still watching what I was eating and having at least one good meal in a day, I was still burning a lot of fat. I had great mental clarity. And there was even days where I went until 3 to 4 p.m. without my first meal because I just felt so good. Because when your body isn't digesting food, you have such an abundance of energy to go do other things. Because digestion is like the number one or the number two source of energy that your body needs in order to do its job. And when you're not digesting, you have all of that energy and all of that mental clarity to go do other things, whether it's with your job or hobbies or anything else you wanted to do. So intermittent fasting in a nutshell is when you have an eating window. My eating window is 8 hours. I'll eat from noon to 8 p.m., which means there's 16 hours of the day that my body is not taking in food, not being burdened by the extra amount of food that it has to digest. And after 8 p.m., I'll just drink water, and that's it. In the morning, I'll drink a cup of coffee. I'll drink some sparkling water. I'll drink normal water because sparkling water actually fills you up. It makes you feel like you're full, even if you haven't eaten any food. And coffee, black coffee specifically, is beautiful because it has no extra calories. It tastes amazing once you get used to it. You might not like it at first, but you will get used to it. And the caffeine makes it so you don't feel hungry because the caffeine is obviously a drug that makes you feel that way. It makes you feel good. You don't have to do that though. You can drink decaf, whatever it is for you that is 0 calories, that makes it so you're not hungry in the morning, is how you get to that noon point. But after a week of doing this, you don't even feel hungry. And this is great when you're at home because in the morning you have nothing to do if you're quarantined at home and you're not working from home. Like me, I'm still traveling with this whole pandemic because I'm just staying safe while I travel, but I have to travel because I work full time as well. But I'm staying home a lot of the time too and getting work done there. But if you don't have that option, then you need to choose an eating window. That way, you're not just eating whatever you see. You're not eating at all times of the day. Because who knows how long this pandemic can last? It can last a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 months. Imagine just not working out at the gym for 2 months and just eating what you want. You're going to easily gain 20 to 30 pounds right there. You're going to look at yourself and you won't be happy. And then you're going to have to make up all that progress once the gyms reopen. And who knows when that's going to be. So intermittent fasting is what I highly challenge you to incorporate into your life, because it will completely change your life for you. But again, it's not for everybody. I want to make that very clear. It's not for everybody. It's not for you if you don't have the mental toughness in order to make it through the first week. But once you do, you won't stop. I've been doing it for 4 years now. I've been consistently 190 pounds, 190 to 195, and I have never felt better in my entire life. I have so much more energy. I have so much more mental clarity. I'm able to eat pretty much what I want to eat within reason. I'm not just eating pizza and hot dogs all day. It gives me freedom during my day to eat what I want. And my weight hasn't fluctuated since. I've been 190 to 195, and I continue to have more energy as I get older because I'm giving my body what it needs at the time it needs it. That's my number one tip for you. Now, intermittent fasting alone can change the game for you, especially if you are overweight right now. However, something that you can do to accelerate the process and something that your body just wants anyway is exercise. We're human beings. We are meant to move our bodies. If you think about where we originated from, we used to walk miles and miles every single day across the savannah, across the plains with our tribes back in the day. We were hunters and gatherers. We were meant to move. We weren't meant to hibernate in our homes and not move. So during this whole coronavirus pandemic, it's important to get outside and still walk or still have a run. Or if you don't want to go outside because you really don't want to risk getting sick, or if you just don't want to go outside, I don't know your situation, then when you wake up in the morning, get your body moving immediately. For 20 minutes, do push-ups wherever you are. Just do push-ups. do sit-ups, you can do jumping jacks, you can do anything to get your body moving. Personally, when I wake up, I've got a mini trampoline. And yeah, it sounds weird, but it's really not once you start doing it. I have a mini trampoline. It's called a rebounder that I jump on for 10 minutes. And while I jump on that for 10 minutes, I do push-ups intermittently while I do that. And then I do sit-ups. Some mornings I'll do yoga. Essentially, you just want to do something to get your body moving. It can be jumping jacks, it can be burpees, it can be just air squats. There's so many things you can do without a gym or without workout equipment that can help you to stay in shape during this period of time. And who knows, you might like doing this more than going to the gym. You just might do this after this whole thing blows over. And that's cool, whatever works for you. I'm not looking to become a power lifter. I'm looking to stay lean, have a decent amount of muscle on my body so I can burn fat more efficiently and look good. That's my goal. I'm not looking to get ripped. I'm not looking to be a power lifter. If you are, then this might not be the video for you. You might want to watch a different video. But for someone who just wants to be healthy with their lifestyle in general so they can focus on other things, this is for you. Intermittent fasting is number one, but continuing to move your body and exercise while you're at home, in your house, or anywhere is so important because it will take your fitness and your focus and your health to the next level. Now, I want to know, which of these tips did you find most helpful? What are you going to use? And what else are you doing in order to stay in shape while you're in your house? Go to the comments and post what that is for you. And be sure to hit the like button on this video and subscribe for all future content. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to put a link in the description here. I talk about intermittent fasting in my book called Be Extraordinary, Your Guide to Self-Mastery. If you click the link in the description, it asks you for your email. When you put your email in, you'll get added to my list in my community, and I'll send you updates, but you'll also get a copy of that book for free, okay? It'll get sent right to your email immediately, and you can flip right to the physical mastery section of that book, where I talk about intermittent fasting in detail, which might cover a few things that I didn't cover in this video. So if this was helpful, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you're notified of all new videos, and I will see you next time. Stay healthy, stay fit, and I'll talk to you soon.